आंसर राइटिंग के दो सबसे बड़े चैलेंज हैं। पहला है योर मोटिवेशन टू कंटिन्यू एंड सेकंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इज असेसमेंट। असेसमेंट बहुत टफ टास्क है क्योंकि जब तक सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट नहीं होगा तब तक असेसमेंट राइट नहीं हो सकती। और ये आपको पता चलेगा जब हमारे वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे और देखेंगे मोर देन 500 टॉपर्स कॉपी। एक सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट के साथ असेसमेंट, प्रैक्टिस, लर्निंग, इंप्रूवमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? दिस इज द रियल पर्पस ऑफ द टेस्ट सीरीज एंड आंसर राइटिंग एंड दिस इज व्हाट प्रिसाइजली वी डू एट जीएस स्कूल।
Hello everyone, my name is R. Sri Rusat. I am from Ramanathapuram district of Tamil Nadu. In this year's civil services examination, I have secured All India rank 52. Regarding my educational background, I have done my schoolings from the same district, that is Ramanathapuram district. I have pursued BA Honours Economics from Motilal Nehru College, University of Delhi. In my final year, I have started my preparation for civil services examination. I have joined Economics Optional Foundation course from Next IAS, Delhi, and I have also taken Economics Test Series from the same institute. Now, regarding this video, I would like to say address on two important topics in this video. One is for this year mains aspirants, especially CSE 2025. How are they going to face about mains answer writing practice? So we'll have a small session on that. Second, followed by we'll be addressing the insights for aspirants approaching CSE 2026, right? So now going about the first topic, for mains aspirants who have this year selected for writing mains examination, first of all, congratulations for you. This is a great achievement and keep up your spirit. Followed by which, see, for mains, you have barely 2 months. I am sure that you would have all your schedules, all your timelines planned, and I'm sure that you'll be following that vigorously. So now regarding mains answer writing practice, one important key is consistency. So you should be consistent with your revision and mains answer writing practice. Make sure that you are aware of each and every word in the main syllabus for your GS papers as well as your optional papers. Now, there's no need to run behind any content. I'm sure you'd be having consolidated content with you. If not, also that's not a major issue. Make sure that the content which you lack get source from internet and follow one source for one syllabus, which means one topic. So now, the approach for mains aspirants, few insights I'll be giving. Feel free to take those advice, feel free to reject those advices as well. So first thing is, make sure the important value addition material for each and every paper is available with you, and you should be consistently revising those value addition materials. For instance, in GS1, say you know that UPSC is of late asking questions from cyclones, or it is a topic both comes under geography as well as under disaster management. Say if you have an idea like how does a cyclone formation occur, what is a cyclone first of all, how tropical cyclones differ from temperate cyclones, what are frontal cyclones. So these are important subtopics from the main topic, right? So these topics, similarly in ancient Indian history, you will be reading about various timelines for dynasties that you will be reading on. And for economics GS3, data points are very, very important. From economic survey, if you have the consolidated data, revise it adequately. Similarly in ethics, you know that the important values that are mentioned in syllabus, you know, you should have the definition of those values as well as 2-3 important examples under each values, so that whenever any questions that are being asked, say for instance UPSC asks regarding empathy, regarding compassion, you should have a proper definition for empathy, compassion, and 2-3 examples regarding those values, right? Similarly, emotional intelligence is also an important subtopic under ethics. So likewise, GS2 you have case laws, Supreme Court judgments, and important committee recommendations. So these are important core materials or core value addition materials under each paper for general studies, right? So now for mains aspirants, make sure that you have these consolidated materials with you and revise those materials as frequently as possible, because in mains more content will not be helpful, more content which you have revised will be helpful, right? So less content and maximum revision, or optimum content maximum revision, will be the key for us, for every aspirant who are appearing for mains 2025. Now regarding answer writing practice, should we do daily answer writing practice? Should we do weekly answer writing practice? Should we do monthly answer writing practice? This is up to you. However, I would suggest that this answer writing practice should be frequent and consistent, right? So if, say for example, today you have taken a topic, you have taken a answer writing practice over geography. So even if you write 5 questions, 5 10 markers or 5 15 markers, that should be a consistent practice. It should not be an abrupt practice. Say now you have written those 5 questions today, get it evaluated and make sure that you improve those, you take in note of those suggestions and improve it over your next answer writing, right? So this is an incremental effort, it is not a one shot effort, right? So here the consistency plays an important role. Okay. So now likewise, every important static content, make sure that you have adequate content, adequate revision and adequate answer writing practice. This is a step by step approach for GS papers, right? So next, should we do 3 hours answer writing practice? It is very, very important. If you could simulate the GS paper schedule given by UPSC, for instance, Subeh 9 to 12 you have GS1, and evening 2 to 5 you have GS2. Similarly for GS3 you have 9 to 12 morning and GS4 2 to 5, right? So if you could simulate this GS schedule of UPSC in your examination preparation between these 2 months, it would be extremely helpful. Okay. Time management is a crucial part in mains answer writing practice. Always make sure that you should write all the 20 questions that are being addressed, that are being present in that particular question paper. It's never like one particular good answer will fetch you not more than 7.5 marks in 15 markers and 4.5 markers, 4.5 marks in 10 markers. Okay. So above average answers across 20 questions would help you to get good score, good comfortable scores in your GS preparation. Now, so should we, regarding every GS1 papers, what are the important themes that could fetch you more marks? See, GS1 history, geography and Indian society. These forms the core trio of GS1 paper. Make sure that you have adequate content and make sure you have various examples. For instance, if you have examples, if you have ready to use contents like regionalism, communalism, capitalism, socialism, then these important keywords, if you have 3 to 4 papers ready to use, like in mains answer writing, so then that would be important material for you. Because see, these sometimes what happens in the examination hall itself, you have very less time to think. So when you have adequate revisions for these important topics, then at a fraction of seconds you could recollect all these important topics, all these important ideas, and you could easily reflect and reproduce in your mains examination hall. Okay. Similarly, GS2, case laws and Supreme Court judgments and committee recommendations. These 3 are important value addition material. Please do focus on this. For instance, Sarkaria Commission, Punchi Commission, Venkatachalaya Commission. These are important committee recommendations which could have important value addition edge over other aspirants' answer. Similarly, case laws, be it for fundamental rights, be it for anti-defection law, be it state government versus governorship. So these again, case laws and Supreme Court judgments come into play, right? For GS3, I would urge everyone to read economic survey, especially this year economic survey and this year budget. These two parts, these two materials form the core of your answer writing for GS3, especially economics. More or less for environment also, you could use important data points from economic survey chapters, right? Now for GS4 ethics, again, important examples, important values. If you could have important case studies, say by any public servants you could think of, make sure that these value addition materials are available with you. Go through adequate revision, as many revision as possible. Make sure that you are not left behind in any value addition material, right? So this is for CSE 2025 mains aspirants. Now moving towards CSE 2026 aspirants, see, those aspirants who are beginners or those aspirants who have had one or two attempts in UPSC CSE, this video session is for you. Now, see, CSE 2026, you have ample amount of time. The prelims will be taking place over next May, that is May 2026, you will be having your prelims examination. So, then how to divide your schedule? Again, these are my insights. If you could feel, if you could take these insights as if it would be helpful, you could take these insights also. If you feel like rejecting it, you could absolutely reject these insights. Okay, fine. Now, moving towards CSE 2026 aspirants, the first thing is be mains ready before prelims ready, right? So, prelims, as you all know, is getting very uncertain year by year, right? So, it is very important that you have an important edge over mains rather than over prelims, okay? Even when prelims stage clears, it should be, you should have enough confidence that you would be clearing the main stage of the examination as well, right? So till December or till January, I would suggest to focus on have mains oriented preparation for CSE 2026. Okay, so make sure that you have adequate materials. Again, if you have coaching materials with you or if you have self-made notes with you, both are fine. Make sure that you have notes for each and every UPSC syllabus, that is the main syllabus that is explicitly mentioned in the UPSC website, right? So you make sure that you take hard copy of those syllabus, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4 and your optional papers. Make sure you have those hard copies and organize your notes, be the coaching notes or as well as the self-made notes. Organize your notes accordingly as per the syllabus of the UPSC, right? So that you have this general awareness that UPSC, for every paper, what are the important contents are there, what are the important keywords that are mentioned by UPSC in each syllabus. And importantly, PYQs also play an important role in mains. So if you could see 2 to 3 years PYQs, that would help you a lot in having a general understanding for every GS paper or every optional paper as well. Optional mein to you can go even beyond 3 years. I have, for my economics optional, I have covered more than 13 to 14 previous year question papers to make sure that my answer writing practice gets that edge in UPSC examination. Now, so till December or till January, you make sure that you cover adequate syllabus. 90 to 95% of your main syllabus should be ready, and you must have done at least 2-3 times revision of those main syllabus, right? And if it is possible, make sure that you have adequate answer writing practice as well, because you see, after clearing prelims, you have only 3 months between the prelims examination, the result of the prelims examination as well as the mains examination, not even 3 months. Okay, so this brief window should be effectively utilized for 2026 aspirants, effectively be utilized for revision as well as consistent answer writing practice, right? So you should not start from scratch after prelims. You should not start from scratch for mains answer writing. So you should have some base so that you can improve upon those between your prelims and mains phase, right? So this is the crux for CSE 2026. Now, so first step, what to do for CSE 2026 aspirants? First step, organize your notes, be it coaching notes or self-made notes as per the syllabus of the UPSC. What I have done is, for every syllabus, for every GS paper, I have made a box file, and under those box file, I have leaflets where the UPSC syllabus is mentioned, each and every syllabus word is mentioned, and under each and every syllabus, each and every word, I have organized my notes in such a way that if I complete those notes, I have adequately covered those syllabus. For instance, Indian art and culture is mentioned in UPSC syllabus, right? So under Indian art and culture, I have my medieval history, medieval India history notes, ancient India history notes, art and culture notes, so that what happened, even modern Indian history, that also has specific mention in UPSC syllabus GS1, like India's freedom struggle is mentioned under GS1 paper, right? So likewise for every paper, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, make sure that you have organized your class notes or coach or self-made notes in such a way that there is one resource that you should follow, that is one resource to be revised upon, right? Second thing, so does mains orientation mean that we have to completely forget both GS1 and CSAT, that is prelims papers? See, for GS1 and CSAT, previous year question papers plays a very important and indispensable role, right? So I would suggest during your free time, make sure that you also take printouts or hard copies of previous year question papers. If you could take hard copies for past 15 years, that is well and good, or from 2016 also, it would do great. 2016 to 2025 previous year question papers, both for GS1 and CSAT, and solve those question papers till December, till January. So you should have those what we call prelims awareness. Importantly, what is the domain, what is the micro theme that UPSC repetitively asks, और कौन से टोन यूज कर रहा है UPSC हर एक क्वेश्चन में. Sometimes you feel ना extreme words are often used, and these questions are generally considered as these statements are generally considered as false. Okay, so such deductions that you can make from previous year question papers. So have complete analysis of previous year question papers, both for GS1 as well as for CSAT. Identify your strength, weakness in these through these papers, and apply it in your mock tests that you will be taking after January, say. And for current affairs, I would again suggest current affairs ke liye bhi stick to one resource. If you follow one magazine, if you follow any one analysis of monthly current affairs or daily current affairs, that would do, that would suffice. Important thing for current affairs is, if you have your base strong, if you have static knowledge, you have good static knowledge, then you can use your static knowledge to solve current affairs questions as well, right? So there's no I would say that there should not be any craze behind current affairs material. One current affairs magazine or one current affairs analysis video, whichever you find best for you, you should follow only those resources, right? So stick to one resource for one syllabus. That would help you to have maximum revision for your CSE 2026 preparation. Third, so do we have to take any mains test series, or do we have to take any prelims test series? See, in this examination, more than right content, what requires is right practice. And right practice comes when you have consistently been practicing answer writing or solving your prelims questions over the period of time. So to achieve those objectives, I would suggest to take test series for prelims as well as mains. One test series would be great, and if you feel like doing more, I would say again bank on your PYQs. PYQs again is an important source of knowledge, important source of predicting would be a heavy word, but important source to make sure that how UPSC changes its pattern, how UPSC frequently asks important micro themes over the period of time. For instance, Buddhism and Jainism is a very important topic. Ashoka under Buddhism is a very important topic. You would often find Ashokan inscriptions being asked in UPSC, important sites that mentions Ashoka's name, that would be asked by UPSC. Apart from that, you would see that under environment, you would see the pollution wala topic is often being asked by UPSC again and again. Important again in geography, you would find my minerals and mines topic, that is one of the favorite topic of UPSC that UPSC frequently asks. So prepare such 30 to 35 micro themes. If you could make a specific notes for such micro themes, that would be really be helpful in revising prelim specific contents, right? For mains test series, again, so mains test series again is your choice, but I would suggest for doing a mains subscribing for a mains test series or purchasing a mains test series would institutionalize your answer writing practice, right? So if you feel your schedule is arbitrary on your own, then I would suggest that take test series that would ensure discipline for you, that would give schedule for you. Make sure that you align your timetable, align your schedules as per this schedules of prelims test series or mains test series. Okay. Now, even after doing these important core topics, after taking these stages, after completing these stages, another important and very neglected topic is the mental health of the aspirants, right? See, outcome is never in our hands. So, do not have this prior expectation that I should be clearing UPSC this attempt. That is not in our hands. In our hands, what is there? You have enough time, you have adequate resource, you have adequate support. So, channelize these important inputs and make sure that you have that consistent practice for both prelims and for both and for as well as mains. Okay. So, now after if you ever feel depressed, if you ever feel anxious during a preparation, come out and talk with your mentors, talk with your parents, talk with your close friends. Okay. So, who are more optimistic for you, who are really optimistic about your preparation and really hopeful of you in this journey, right? So, have a constant talk with them, have a constant conversation with them. That would be really be helpful in overcoming these mm, issues like depression or anxiety, right? So, third thing, I have taken spirituality to tackle these issues because there are, again, I have already said that there are two variables that are at play for an aspirant to achieve the clearing this examination, right? So, you have endogenous variables, which means variables that are under your hands, that are under your control. For instance, the kind of practice you do, the answer writing practice or prelims test series practice, right? The kind of content you have, the kind of revision you do, these are under your hands. So, any effort, any input lacks you have over these three things, make sure you have adequate introspections and make sure that you rectify those at a early interval. Okay. Second variable is exogenous variable. Those are not under our hands. Okay. So, these variables like the level of question papers, the level of questions set by UPSC in prelims or in mains. Okay. So, these are health for that matter, or climate, I mean the weather during on the day which you write examination. These are variables that are not under our hands, but could significantly influence your outcomes, right? So, for these variables, I extensively relied on spirituality and I made sure that these variables does not affect my endogenous variables, the variables that are in my hand. Okay. So, mental health needs to be tackled by having constant dialogue with your optimistic friends, parents and your mentors to overcome those, right? So, for CSE 2026 and for mains aspirants, those who are appearing for this year, and CSE 2026 aspirants, I wish you all the very best, and make sure that again I would like to repeat the quote shared by my mother. uh, do your best and leave the rest to God. So, best is should be the efforts you undertake during a preparation process, and whatever rest, good or bad, whatever the result may be, accept it gracefully. Thank you for every aspirant watching this video session. Hope it helps you in providing general insights in your preparation. Thank you all.